If you've been playing and leveling in WoW, you have probably gotten so many abilities that you don't know where to put them all. Enter keybinds. Keybinds are as much a personal choice as they are a technical one. There are, however, some general rules of thought that should be followed. The main one being binding keys close to where your hand is. But that area only has about 15 easily reachable keys which you can press without lifting your left hand, and you still have a bajillion abilities left. That is where modifier keys come in. If, for example, you were using the number keys 1 through 5, you can now use Shift plus those number keys, or Control and or Alt plus those number keys. If we use all of these modifiers, the number of keys we can use quadruples, leaving us with around 60 keys. Amazing! With all of these keys available, here are just some more general pointers to keep in mind. Keep the same type of abilities on the same keys with extra modifiers. For example, I'm really used to D being my defensive cooldown. So if I have any more defensives, I would put them on Shift D, Control D, and Alt D. This isn't a perfect rule and you may have to bend it, just keep in mind that you will eventually develop muscle memory for these things, and D, or whatever key you chose, will instinctively be pressed anytime you're going to be taking damage, so take your time and think about it. Some other more personal pointers: try only using Q, W, and E for your movement. This frees up one key, which as we learned is actually 4 keys, and most of the time you should be holding down your right mouse button anyway, so you're always strafing. It's also a lot more convenient to be able to strafe even if you aren't holding it down. And using S, are we really going to ever be backing up? Death before dishonor, friends. And also, if you need to back up, just turn your camera 90 degrees and perform a quick strafe jump to reposition. Really, take your time with this. I once watched a podcast episode with a bunch of prominent WoW players and not a single one had the same key bindings. There are as many keybind combinations as there are WoW players, so go out there and make your own.